Yo, peace everybody. It's your man Soular. Did they make a mistake by leaving you? Or are you the one who lost? Did you lose out on them? A lot of the times in these relationships, we like to say, well, they messed up. And sometimes in relationships, like myself, we will say that I could have did better. Or if I only would have just did more. I want to help you real quick because my name is Soular. I am an artist. I am a music producer, engineer. I also am a life coach of many sorts. I also teach astrology and go deep into psychology and relationship healing and healing with yourself, building your own businesses, building your own brands, really building your foundation of your life. And I've had relationships. I've been in relationships, and the whole world has pretty much seen me in my relationships. And I was the guy who would say, well, maybe I could have did better. Maybe I could have loved them better. Maybe I could have did this more. Maybe I could have did that more. And I'll say these things, and it's like I'm taking away everything that other person was doing in the relationship. That was a red flag to me. See, what I really did, what was the problem, was I allowed certain behaviors and thought processes to exist in my environment. That's what I really did. I lowered my standards. Here's the other side. Could I have done more? Or here's the other side is they could have did more. The other side is they didn't treat me right. They didn't treat me well enough. And we put the blame on them. Well, I want you to do these two things. We're going to be reclaiming our power. And at the same time as we reclaim our power, we'll be giving them their power back. I know you have to be tired of thinking about this person. Are we going to get back together? Was it really my fault? Having a level of guilt. Looking in the mirror, maybe thinking you're not pretty. Maybe thinking that you're not handsome. Maybe thinking you're not smart enough. You're not rich enough. You're not wise enough. Let's go ahead today and let us give them their power back. And let us take our power back. Okay? We're going to start with forgiveness. If you want to heal your relationships with your family, friends, exes, whatever, forgive. Forgiveness that says, this is what it really is. The version of me that was unmastered met a version of you that was unmastered. And the way you look at it, I hurt you. And the way I look at it, you hurt me. You see, what we did to each other is not okay. How we treated each other is not okay. What we did to each other is not okay. But I forgive you. For you were a version of yourself that was unmastered. And I was a version of myself that was unmastered. And if I did anything to hurt you, if I did anything that you perceived as me hurting you or attacking you, I apologize. No, I don't apologize that you saw it that way. No, I genuinely didn't know how certain things were going to affect you. Maybe when I thought that I was standing my ground and finally saying no to toxic behavior, I thought I was doing something good for myself and for you too, to help you grow. But the way the other person saw it was, I'm rejecting them. I'm neglecting them. I'm ignoring them. I don't care about them. I don't have time for them, and I don't love them. And none of those things were true. But that's how they saw it. So I apologize for any time I may have intentionally or unintentionally hurt you. It is not okay. And vice versa. I forgive you. I forgive you for every time that you hurt me, whether you did it intentionally or you did it unintentionally. What happened was not okay. You have to realize that who we are today is not who we were 5 minutes ago. It's not who we were a day ago, a week ago, a year ago. Every moment you have the opportunity to grow and expand in just an instant. You can change your mind. You can change your identity. A lot of us want to be wealthy. A lot of us want the house. Some people want the money and the house to get the relationship. Some people want the relationship to get the money and the house. Very few people know that what you have to really do is reclaim your power. Stop allowing what they did to you to replay in your mind and use up your energy today. Take your power back. Stop making excuses for how they treated you. Stop making excuses for their behavior and making yourself the bad guy. Give them their power back. Let them work on what they need to work on. You keep your focus on you. You see, it's not that there's one person out there for you. It's not that they're building your mansion for you right now. That's why you don't have it or the money. It's bigger than that. It's about you having and knowing your purpose. And it's always going to come back to having and knowing your purpose. Emotional intelligence, e-commerce, YouTube pages, TikTok, the Forex market, stocks, credit. We want to put all of these things in the forefront and say that we got our lives together. But none of those things has to do with representing that you are in alignment with your purpose. That's going to look different for all of us. We are all so unique. What that person that you are with is growing into and who they're becoming is not for you to determine. It's not for you to tell, and you really don't even need to figure it out. The best thing for us to do is to lock in to ourselves, our own purpose, understanding who we are in every which way. You see, if I knew my astrology, my energies, my astral and cosmic energies more than how I know them now, I couldn't possibly fault myself. And I could, if I knew theirs the way I know them now, I couldn't possibly fault them either. We are all doing what you do. And actually, I would have been able to make a more sound decision in the relationships from my purpose. And maybe the real problem wasn't the relationships or the relationships ending, but wouldn't you agree that it was the dwelling? It was all of that time spent outside the relationship, thinking about them, talking about them thinking about you, them talking about you. I mean, if you can just move on just like that, I'm not sure if you really should have been in that relationship. I can look at myself, know my purpose, know my role, know I have a Scorpio 5th house north node, knowing I have a Venus Taurus 11th house conjuncting my south node. And I could realize that, you know what? You really are cool. You really are good. And you are doing what you need to do. But when you're not being your best self, you are the perfect candidate. When you are not being your best self, you are the perfect candidate for the people that will feed off of the weak versions of you. There are people who will come into your life and make residence in your life as long as they think you're a certain type of way. If you show them your weakness, if you show them your lack of discipline, if you show them your lack of confidence in knowing who you really are, your self-esteem. Some people will latch onto that and feed off of those people. And feed off of them and feed off of them until they're dry. And then they'll just move on to the next. But the moment you decide to level up, the moment you decide to lock into your purpose and step into growth, sometimes people may not like what you're doing, and you may not get supported. You might even lose the relationship. You want to start working out while this person wants to keep eating churros and Twinkies. It's not going to work. You will be too separated. You're going to go work out, and you're going to find someone else that's also working out and eats how you eat and is interested in all the things you're interested in and is growing and developing, and that person is going to be a better match for your life as you choose to grow and improve and step into your best self, your highest self. Whereas that person who's running from their problems, when the relationship's over, they're going to go find someone else to go hide their problems with, or to feel like they're better than that person so that they can feel good about who they are, rather than actually doing the work that needed to be done. I personally believe that we are not supposed to seek our compatible relationships or even compatible friendships. I personally believe that if you put me in a room with the most incompatible person and you gave us a task and you gave us a job, it is a testament to self-mastery to get that job done. I don't need you to love me and understand me for me to love me and understand me. I don't need you to control yourself for me to control myself. You see, some people will hurt the people around them and then play the victim. Some people will play the victim, act like they're working hard, act like they're doing so much. But the one thing that they're not doing is stepping into their purpose, evolving, growing, healing their traumas. They're doing everything but that. Making money, chasing fame, looks, trying to get beautiful looks, attention. But you haven't unboxed, unpacked, or looked at the very things about you that you hide from the world that need to be healed and fixed. If you don't, you end up recreating those things. You end up hurting a child by trying to protect them from your fears that were instilled in you through your own traumas. You're now passing that trauma over to the child, thinking you're doing them a favor. No, you were supposed to master yourself. You were supposed to heal and grow through what you went through. You were supposed to gain emotional intelligence. You weren't supposed to make that person evil, the enemy. You were supposed to understand life, understand yourself, and realize how you may be unhealed and you're growing, and how that person may be unhealed and that person may be growing still. And find the level of compassion and unconditional love. That is the best way to treat yourself and to treat others. Is to accept who they are. Accept who we are. Stop trying to change who we are. Stop trying to change who they are in our heads or anything. Let's bring the dragon back. Bring the dragon back. I like this dragon. And I like this dragon a lot. He's wounded. And what he's leaking is causing more life. And I just thought that this was a dope image. I just keep it all the time. And I feel like I know for a fact that if you're getting over a relationship, or if you're looking for a relationship, or if you're dating right now and you're wondering if this person's a good person or not a good person, forget about it. Are you the good person? Are you a good person for you? Do you accept you? Do you love you? Before you try to set obligations for someone else, make sure that you have your obligations set for yourself first. Before you fulfill obligations to others, Make sure that you've prioritized fulfilling your obligations to yourself first. How could you possibly show up in the relationship at your best and loving this person and giving this person the best that you can give them if you're not at your best? And how could they do it? And how could you expect them to do it if they're not at their best? There's a high level of forgiveness that needs to be given amongst most relationships out there that have ended. And it's not that the apology necessarily needs to be for them or they have to do it. It's for you. It's for you to accept that, bruh, I was an unhealed version of me dealing with an unhealed version of you. And I hurt you, whether I knew it or not. And you hurt me, whether you knew it or not. And what we did to each other was not okay. But I forgive you. I can love you. I can accept you. And we don't have to be in each other's lives. The only people that you want to have in your life are the people that come with you being your best self. You don't want people coming into your life because you got a bag. You don't want people coming into your life because you look good. You don't want people coming into your life because of your status. What you do want and what you should want is to be in alignment with the Most High. However you want to look at that, God, source, whatever you want to call it, universe, being in alignment with that source energy, that unconditional loving energy that made them and you, that you are made of and they are also made of. You're going to realize that that version of you has all your relationships that you're meant to have. It has all the money that you're meant to make. It has all the places that you're meant to go. You can actually achieve infinite things if you tap into source first, but you can't tap into everything else first and expect that to take you to source. It doesn't work that way. You tap into source. You tap into your most high version of yourself. You heal yourself. You raise your frequency. You change what you're eating. You change your subconscious programming. You build emotional intelligence. You have conversations with the universe. You're able to communicate with nature. You're able to listen. You're able to speak to God, talk to God and listen. That version of you will live forever. The versions of you that are seeking vitality in life through food and through pleasures and through the world, you're going to find the source in all the different things, but if you just connect to the source, you can connect to all things. You don't need to chase a person and make them like you and make them love you for you to be lovable. They don't have to do that. Accept them for who they are. Allow them to be who they are. Allow them to be where they choose to be. No, you level up. You choose where you want to be. You choose who you want to be. Do I want to be this lower version of myself? Do I want to chase this and chase that and pursue this and pursue that and stay in a low frequency of myself? Or do I want to finally do the work that I can do right here, right now, and heal myself and look at myself and choose unconditional love? Choose to do what's right. You're going to have to destroy that old you and all the beliefs that came with that if you want to step into the new you. You want to step into the new you. You want that relationship to work. Your exes might come back. Your relationships might work out. They might come back. Maybe you weren't the problem. Maybe they needed to go and grow. Maybe you were the problem. Maybe you did need to grow a little bit more. You could meet somebody completely different, completely new. It could be those people again from the past in a different day. The one thing that remains the same is that your level of self-mastery, your level of discipline, your level of self-love, your level of self-awareness is the only thing that can maintain what's truly for you. If you want to lose what's truly for you, stop being yourself. Start being fake. Disconnect from source, as a matter of fact. Eat whatever. Do whatever. Date whoever. Let me know how that goes for you. Sounds really fun. And the music even promotes it. You know, the media, the culture even promotes it. I'm starting to realize that I'm a part of a niche culture that doesn't partake in those things. And I'm starting to realize how common it is for other people to partake in these self-hate rituals. And I'm starting to realize that I've niched my life so down, like to the point to where I'm only surrounded by positivity, love, unconditional love, understanding, awareness, growth, expansion. Everybody I come across wants to be in their purpose. Everybody I come across is tired of the old way of doing things. Is to do something new. People who I am in dealing with and in contact with, and who I'm building relationships with, they don't just want to change the world. They want to change themselves. Your relationship is never going to work until you choose to change yourself. And if your idea of working is codependence, if your idea of a relationship working is tolerating each other, is having a roommate that helps you pay bills, you need to be locked into your purpose and find who's on that path. Stop walking the green road. Stop walking the red road. Stop walking the blue road. Go down this golden brick road. The golden brick road, like it's 007, the golden brick. Go to the golden brick road. Walk down the golden brick road of your purpose. The version of you that makes the most of all of your energies. The version of you that's connecting to source. See, blue's not going to source. Green, they say all roads lead to the source. They all connected to the source. But it's that golden road that's going to take you straight there. And who you meet on that road, and who's there with you on that road, who supports you on that road, who leaves you on that road, that's what you should want. Everything that's for you on that road. Don't say, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, and then get off your path and start going down different paths. This is called chaos. This is a lack of awareness. It comes from a lack of discipline. It's a lack of order and structure. Now, I'm not saying that order and structure has to run your life, but it should definitely lead your life. That's the point of order and structure. Create structure and allow space for the universe to do the rest. I'm going to make sure that I set up a structure that is healing my traumas, is reflecting the version of me that has overcame my subconscious self-hate and my traumas, my health. I'm going to step into this version of me that is building his businesses, that is making his music, that is happy and just in love with life every day, which I am. And that all stems from order and structure. Through order and structuring certain things and making certain decisions, I allow the universe to do the rest in between. Okay, the people I'm supposed to be with is still a mystery to me. What is my biggest wins gonna be? Still a mystery to me. Who and how many people could I possibly help? Is still a mystery to me. What am I gonna build? Mystery. What song am I gonna do next? Mystery. But the one thing I know for sure is that order and structure keep me disciplined in how I orchestrate and conduct my own energies. They come with emotional intelligence. You see, emotional intelligence is being aware of your emotions, feeling them, and not letting them run your response. Choosing how to respond. And not just your own emotions, but being aware of other people's emotions. Can you perceive how they're feeling and how they're thinking without them having to tell you? This is emotional intelligence. And the stronger your emotional intelligence, the stronger your discipline. They're hand in hand. The less you're disciplined, the less you're ordered and structured, the less choices, the less cause you want to be in your life, the more effect you will be, the more chaos you will have. Divine timing only works when you're being divine. Divine timing only works with divine alignment. Divine is godlike. So that means you should be getting closer to God. You should be getting closer to source. And if that is not what you're doing, I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how pretty the girl is you're dating. I don't care about none of the material things. If you're not right with you, Shouldn't have to explain that. The concept of selling your soul is choosing the world over you. That could sound heroic, but when you choose you, you have now stepped into the greatest gift that you have to offer. Not just the world, but this infinite universe. So with all that being said, I really hope that your next relationships work, and I really hope that you make the choices to step into the best version of yourself. Study astrology, master yourself, human design, gene keys. You can book a reading with me and I will take you into what I call the purpose pack, and I'll go into the book of destinies, which is connected to human design. I'll go into Mayan astrology, tropical, Vedic, and Draconic astrology, because they all mean different things. Book a reading with me. Let's go ahead and lock in that purpose. Let's lock in these energies. Let's understand what we're doing clearly so we can manifest our highest timelines. My music is available. You can go listen to my music on my page. All the releases are there. On any platform, just type in Soular Amore, how my name is spelled here. And message me, DM me, or email me. The links are all available. When you click the links, you will find how to contact me best. Okay? I love you guys. And, peace to the kings, the queens, the gods, the goddesses, the emperors, the empresses. Hold it down, but keep it up. All right? Peace.